It's Week 12 of the National Football League, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Packers and the Eagles on Sunday night.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. Oh, some strong running. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Steps away to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Play action this time with Love. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Love. Flush to his right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play for one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Double 38.
First down, going to the air with Love. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. Down inside the 10. And that's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lucas Van Ness in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Throwing is Hurts. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out right at the 35. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game, because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match.
Touchdown! Philadelphia! DeAndre Swift. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Love looking to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line right down there. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He'll get this to about the 38. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Hurts. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
This is taken at about the 14. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st and 10, Love. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Fighting him off. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready?
They run again with Dillon. To about the 35, 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
These two teams all tied after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Love. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I'm going to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Dillon again, and he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll run again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't hurt too well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and now will send them back to the drawing board.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Love now. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Ready, set.
Throwing. Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Dillon. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Working out of the gun. Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, sometimes one doesn't tell the football that exists when you're between the 20s. They don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they run the option on second down.
They'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They go play action with Hurts.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Cook able to escape. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. Off the play fake, Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On the ball. On the ball.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Third down, Dalvin Cook. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They go draw play. It's Dillon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On the ready.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
12, 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Dalvin Cook.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eagles 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken at around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. There's A.J. Dillon, such a powerful runner, ready to lead this offense again on this next series.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
Okay, right?
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And he's got it inside the 10. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
A.J. Dillon.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Eagles 7. Cameron Dicker.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Out come the 3rd quarter.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away.
Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, 68 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still third down.
Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. Love with a give to Dillon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down, Packers.
This is Dillon on the counter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
First down, Love to pass. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
Ready?
They'll look to run with Dillon. And he's going to take it in.
touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Packers are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
At the 35-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Throwing is Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith here. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
On the option left, it's Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
3rd and 9 here.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw again. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Second and 14.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Hurts. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did.